G'day everybody. I want to talk about technology sales and why things are a price and why they drop down so much. And here it goes. When we have big sales, boxing sales, stuff like that, it's a thing. So this is a thing we all live in and know about and get along, and it's been going for about 20 years or so that I know of easy. And these expensive items that they overcharge, but it's okay because the rich can afford it. To them, it's change. Right? So technology can be overcharged, which the people who make the technology know how to make the money. They get it from the rich. The rich will pay for it because it's a thing that the rich like. And what's that thing? The thing is, they like to have the latest shit. Feel top dog. Just for a little bit. And then they like a change too. So they'll always feel like the top dog with this, because in the next year they get a change. And people who like to feel like top dogs, who are medium dogs and stuff like that, like to buy these toys to look like big top dogs too. Right? And so what happens is that at the end of the year, the new model comes in, so the big top dog can buy it again, and the middle top dog's going to have to wait a little while now before it gets its new product again, right, to catch up. So the big top dog could say, look at this, I just bought the latest thing, all the ones that are rich, and go, yeah, that's how rich I am, I can afford to waste a lot of money, right? And then the medium top dogs that want to be like them will go, shit, and they're going to work hard, and then they'll pay for top money for to get to be the top one too, and then, the circle keeps on going. And what happens, and there's the media ones that keep one, so 2008 people, they get called that, because they just keep to the medium, so they wait till the next year. And what happens is you see $1,800 laptops, $1,800 phones, $2,000 ones, and whatever, right? The very expensive shit on these sales drop the biggest amount of money. Of course, the more expensive it is, the more you see drop. But just notice on sales that it's always the dear stuff, including when it comes to tyres as well, because they need to clear them off, right? Tyres get old and technology gets outdated and not worth as much as it used to be, not as cool, right? And so what they do is they drop these ridiculous amount of laptops. Why, if you're a medium person or a person that struggles with money a lot or likes to look for extra money, or you think you have to work for extra money, you're better off not doing that and just being a little bit back in technology. You don't be these people, because you can get these problems by being these people. Definitely the medium one that wants to look like the big guy, right? And so they're constantly working to look like the big guy, to keep up with the big guy, just laughing away, going, yeah, that's good, you can hang around with me and all that, but you work your ass off and I don't, right? And all because, not because the technology is worth that money, it's because of that game. When technology comes out, they say they put it out because, it's to help people not all get to buy it at once. There's all sorts of reasons, but in the end it's that, right? Because when things come out expensive, they still get all brought. They still have the same problem as the excuse they like to use that could happen, right? And what they can do is they can mass produce it. How do you think we get mass produced cheap shit? They can do that with the dearer stuff, and so on and so on. But it doesn't, because it's more about the thing, the game, right? The places to feel at and be at, right? How could we fix such things? Or is society meant to just be like that? Are we destined as humans to be always in our ranks? That we'll never truly be equal and treated equal, because we'll always be in our ranks and spots, and things will be made unfair and costly because of what they call popular, right? The brand name, which is all part of that thing that I was talking about, what creates that thing. So these one percenters have all the money, they create expensive things, they create inflation in the end, right? If you want to use it when it comes to not enough items, right? There's only enough for definitely them and a little bit of everybody else. You get it? That's what they only make it like that too. Then they can use all these things, right, to give them a reason why things are dear or need to be dear. But yet these laptops are made very cheaply. It comes out at $1,800, and if you want to study them and that, you find out how much it's actually really worth, really. right? And when it becomes scrap, and why it's worth nothing to become scrap a year later and stuff like that, and you'd be like, what? I get nothing. It's worth $20 in scrap, right? Because that metal is not as precious and all the bullshit that they like to put out to be, and expensive to get and all that, as they can write down in paperwork and or create to make things expensive. It's not at all. And yet another company can make the same laptop with different materials though, but nice and cheaply and quicker, because it's really not that hard to make a laptop and stuff with the machineries they already have. Right? That's my opinion, and they can debate me all day long about that opinion and about the inflation. The inflation pit, there'll always be times where people can't have everything, right? But if the technology doesn't change as often, people can get more equal by able to get to that point. Like back in the old days, there was more equal besides just the king, because the king had all the jewelry, and that was hard to get because you'd have to find it. And every now and then the people did find the jewelry, but they rather had not the shine and the rock sitting in the corner. They would go sell it to the rich to make their life a little easier, right? And so back then, you can get lucky every now and then being a poor person, or can go out and start digging to get these materials, right? And other than that, everybody had a house, everybody got food because they had a farm and grew it, or they got it cheaply as they were connected, and they had all their basics, right? Unless they had these barbarians run in. Every now and then, they had barbarians run in, and they had problems caused again by humans themselves. True? So when's one day that will come to an end? When do you think humans will get smart enough? Because you think humans talk like, oh, we're so smart and connected now. And obviously the only way we're not is because we've got these barbarians that are just born barbaric and stuff like that, when there's no real proof about that. And people go barbaric because of the lives they live in, or they get too spoiled and stuff like that. That's why there's barbarianism around, and jealousy. See, to get rid of jealousy, that's a lot. Jealousy can cause a lot of barbarian activity, right? And to get rid of jealousy, the best way for that is to make technology be more slowed down so people can be more fed and more fair in price, right? Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. There's lots of ways to put out technology and have it in different ways. It's a massive conversation. But I hope people see my little point in this short conversation. If you got a little extra brains, you can hear conversations and get a little bit more out of them by being cluey and having common sense. See, the word common sense is a good thing to achieve, to have for real. You have to earn it. First you have to be educated to a certain point, and then you can understand not just the word, what common sense means, and you read it out of a dictionary, but how you can actually use it, how you use other things you learn to work out other things naturally without actually learning. Go, hang on, this makes sense because I learned this and this will do that. And so common sense is a terrific thing to have, and to walk around and go, I've got lots of common sense, and be proud of that would be a good thing, because that means you get somewhere all the time and you can't be tricked or fooled, because you have plenty of common sense. What do you reckon, people? And with common sense, you can do the bad thing with it or the wrong thing. So which way do you use your common sense? I'm going to leave it there, and have a good one, people. And shabba-bye. Looks like that little guy there, the bigger guy, is standing, but the leaves, I think, are all dying off. So it looks like I can see a little shoot. It's going to reshoot that big one. So it's going to live. And the little one looks like it's recovered. It's still got a couple of big leaves and a couple of little bent ones there. And the one on the side looks like it has fallen down again backwards there. I did retape it, and it's leaning back. I think I'm going to have to dig it out. It's got about that much tape on it, but retape it down. It's just, I don't know, it's in a spot where it likes to fall over. I've taped it twice. This will be the third time on that one. Have a good one, and see you later. Bye-bye.